Rise and shine, Rwanda.
Good morning. You're watching Rise and Shine Rwanda with me, Ivan Magwene.
And me, Peace Kwizera. Welcome to Rise and Shine Rwanda weekly review show where we take you back through the best of the week here at Rise and Shine. My name is Peace Kwizera.
And I'm Ivan Magwene. Over the next hour, we'll be bringing you a review of the week's top stories, analysis, debate, and insights into the stories making headlines here in Rwanda and across the world. The Rise and Shine crew have throughout the week been diligently gathering and preparing everything you need to know about what's happening here in Rwanda and around the world. But before we go any further, we get to meet the rest of the team. Good morning, Stephen.
Good morning, Ivan.
How's your Friday going?
It's all good. Looking forward for an interesting weekend.
Okay.
And may I say something?
Sure, go ahead.
Sure. See, you've been working out, huh?
Yeah, results. People go to work.
I kind of don't think it's results of working out. It's buying a shirt in a store that is
haters will say.
a smaller size.
Haters will say. But anyway, good morning, Peace.
Good morning. You forgot Chantal. Good morning,
No.
Chantal. Good morning, Peace.
Now, of course, it's Friday. I expect some chaos on this couch, but remember, we still have to do this show, and I hope you're all ready for this one.
Yes, we
yeah,
are.
sure.
Okay.
Yes, and we hope, your shirts start fitting. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. And to be frank enough, we have to say that you need to go out and work out and don't just hate.
So maybe go to a store that
Absolutely. Now, we start off with the local stories that made headlines here in Rwanda and across the world. Now, starting off with some very good news. A total of 8,500 students are expected to graduate from the University of Rwanda today, actually at the Amahoro National Stadium. Great news. I mean, I don't know. They always say this is the moment actually parents feel very happy. And of course, before I go any further, congratulations to the graduates today that made it. It has not been an easy journey, but for the parents also, I think it's a very exciting journey. And I don't know how it feels like, but what could be your own particular voice on this one? I'll start off with Peace.
Yes, being a girl, I mean, we know what it means to maybe take care of your baby siblings. Well, I don't have any little siblings, but I know, from my big sister's experience, or even my mom, also. But you look at a kid growing up from the time you have to tell them to wake up and get them out of bed, take them to take a shower, force them to eat their breakfast, and then see them grow all the way to high school, then to university, and then they finish. And I think their happiest time is the fact that they end with paying tuition. I think that's just my opinion.
Something you have to say before we wrap up this talk?
Yes. Number one, congratulations to the graduates.
Absolutely.
So this is it's not just the end of school. School still goes on, but it's a beginning of a new journey in life. So I hope they come with knowledge, power, and everything new into the world, and they bring out something great.
Yes, and we hope that, we have to say congratulations, and we hope for the new people, I would say on the market, we wish you the best, and of course, work hard to make sure you get new jobs. Now, another story that made headlines this week was in South Sudanese President Salva Kiir having replaced Vice President Riek Machar following a sharp surge in violence between the government and opposition fighters in the 5-year-old country. Now, the move to replace Machar on Monday could potentially also undermine last year's peace deal and reignite war in Africa's youngest nation. I think so far, what is the current situation as Riek Machar has not yet appeared, at least after he was replaced in the government? Quite sad news also for the opposition because they have been strong, but it looks like their main man is off the government. What could this mean, especially as we come to the end of this week? And what are we also looking at? The situation, Stephen?
Well, there is tension in Southern Sudan, and we've had people who are fleeing Southern Sudan going to Uganda. But then, there's that letter that came out. Riek Machar being wanted. Yeah. But again, like you say, this undermines the peace deal because Riek Machar couldn't make it back to his office because. Maybe he felt some threatened because we have this, there's this development that the African Union Neutral Army, Salva Kiir didn't allow them to come to the country, so which leaves a lot of uncertainty. So that's how we...
Well, Chantal, do we see actually this reuniting war again in South Sudan, or we just think that things are going to be peaceful and there won't be any... Because most of people have been calling it a political suicide on Salva Kiir's side?
This will only ignite war if the government does not stand up and do something real strong about it.
Okay.
Because the failure of Riek Machar to return to Juba after he was given an ultimatum to return is the thing that caused his replacement. So, but the thing is, the person who replaced him has support. So why should we still have war in southern Sudan? So this leads us to actually looking at businesses that are taking place there, the peace deals, the agreement in August was signed and everything, but then it was undermined. So let's wait and see what it has to do.
Interestingly, okay, from the business lady, the South Sudan told Kenyans and Ugandans that they can go back and
continue with the businesses because the situation has now
we pray for peace in South Sudan. Another story, of course, that made headlines this week was the historical nomination of Hillary Clinton as the party representative during the U.S. elections in November. Come November, it has been a very tremendous week with the Republican National Convention happening, and then we have also the Democratic National Convention happening in Philadelphia. Different speeches, very emotional, some of them controversial. It has been a very good week, I would say, for Hillary Clinton compared to what I saw during I would say I saw more controversy during the RNC more than the DNC.
Yes,
what would we say about this historical win? It represents something very powerful in American politics.
I don't know if I am too biased, but I think the Democrats are really taking this.
Okay.
Yes, Hillary Clinton is
biased.
up there. I'm biased?
Yes.
Well, I have to take sides anyway.
Okay.
I can't be on both sides.
All right.
Well, I have an interesting question. I mean, looking beyond the fact that this is the first woman who's been nominated as a Democrat, candidate. What would you see, about, because these presidents, these are presidential nominees, candidates, they have different ideologies. Okay, Trump is already, we know what he stands for. Hillary Clinton, we also know what she stands for. And what would you guys have to say about that?
Yeah.
Well, I think, sorry to take this again. I think that Donald Trump has been so controversial. I don't know why. And of course, it's clear that people don't want him. If it was Sanders or
his
Clinton.
polls keep going up if you say that.
His polls keep going up.
Some people don't want him, but also other people, many people want him.
Yeah, but those people, I think those people are going to divert.
Like I said, you're biased.
I think you're speaking from an angle of Clinton supporter.
But I would say, like I said yesterday on the show, this time is like a moment in history because it's the first woman, to ever take on, being the main candidate for the
but let's
Democratic
look more
Party.
on the side of what she has to offer than her being a woman.
Yes, well, there is that, but I also think it's that time where I believe she has a lot to offer. I'm still also the biased one, but I also think so many young girls, especially in America, can now look up to her. It does no longer have to be a metaphor or one of those moments where you never actually envision yourself being in a position.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely. First Lady was First Lady's U.S. Secretary of State. Could Hillary Clinton take this one? Let's wait and see. Come November, because we're now clear. It's Trump versus the Clintons. Anyways, we'll be back shortly with the story of the day.
Here is to traveling and saving. Starting 1st of April to the 1st of June, travel with Rwanda and take advantage of our reduced fares and enjoy our world-class services in great comfort and safety.
Fly our dream to the heart of Africa.
Welcome back. You're still watching the review show. Now, in our story of the day, Rwanda joined the rest of the world to mark the World Hepatitis Day. Now, I was at the car-free zone in town to cover the day as Rwandans came together to learn more about this disease. Let's take a look. Welcome back to Rise and Shine, Rwanda's story of the day with me, Ivan Magwene. We are at the Kigali car-free zone where Rwandans came out to mark the World Hepatitis Day. Now, Rwanda is joining the world to mark the World Hepatitis Day with a particular emphasis on the viral hepatitis infections. Now, that's why lots of crowds came out today, because there will be free screening and vaccination for this same disease. It is a very gradual disease and it's a very growing disease here and here in Rwanda and across the world, killing very many, as according to different statistics yearly. And here is a recap of what we had for you as we went across talking to different people. Take a look. In Rwanda, viral hepatitis is considered as a serious public health concern. However, the prevalence of hepatitis B and C infections are not well known, and the mortality related to these infections is poorly characterized. Current estimates compiled from a variety of different studies provided a hepatitis B prevalence range varying between 1.9% and 7%, while hepatitis C seropositivity is varying between 0.8% and 5.7%. The Ministry of Health has shown commitment to scaling up screening and treatment of the two diseases, and the national guidelines for hepatitis B and C viruses prevention and treatment were updated in June 2015 to include recommendations for treatment of hepatitis C virus with direct active antivirals and implementation of hepatitis B virus both dose vaccine. Additionally, a policy document was created that will help to address existing challenges related to the prevention and the control of hepatitis B and C.
Dr. Makuza Jean Damascene, nkaba ndi umuyobozi w'agateganyo ushinzwe kurwanya indwara zandurira mu mibonano mpuzabitsina n'indwara ziterwa na virusi ya hepatite mu kigo cy'igihugu cy'ubuzima. Umunsi w'itariki ya 28 z'ukwezi kwa karindwi buri mwaka twizihiza umunsi wo kurwanya indwara ziterwa na hepatite. Akaba ari mu rwego uyu munsi twafashe gahunda n'ubwo ari umunsi wa mbere ari tariki ya 27 umunsi wa mbere utangira umunsi wa 28 ni umunsi wa mbere twizihiza hano mu Rwanda twatangiye kwizihiza ubwo buryo bwo kurwanya indwara ya hepatite. Mu Rwanda indwara ya hepatite irahari kimwe no ku isi hose kuko abantu benshi bicwa na hepatite, bamwe bakaba bayicwa nayo batabizi. Mu Rwanda mu bantu 100 dutekereza ko 4 ku 100 4 muri bo baba bafite indwara ya hepatite B n'indwara ya hepatite C. Indwara ya hepatite B n'indwara ya hepatite C ni indwara zugarije, ni ukuvuga ngo ziterwa na virusi yo mu bwoko bwa B no mu bwoko bwa C, zikaba zifata umwijima. Umuntu akaba ashobora kuyimarana imyaka hagati y'imyaka 15 n'imyaka 20 ataramenya ko afite iyo ndwara, nyuma ikagaragara icyo gihe kirekire. Uyu munsi rero twatangiye gahunda, ni imwe muri gahunda zizamara icyumweru cyose, ariko uyu munsi tukaba tuza gupimira ku buntu, tukanakingira ubuntu, tugatanga n'inama mu buryo bwo kwirinda izo ndwara ziterwa na hepatite B na hepatite C.
Activities planned during the hepatitis campaign include, among others, the launch of Viral Hepatitis Program, National Viral Hepatitis Sensitization Campaign focusing on spreading of sensitization messages through different media, vaccination and screening activities. Ivan Magwene, Rise and Shine Rwanda.
Well, that is really interesting stuff, Ivan. Now, you were there to cover the world, as Rwandans joined, of course, the World Hepatitis Day. Let me start by asking you, what was the turnout like? Yeah. Or maybe what would you say that the Rwandese learned from this day or from what they were taught?
Yes, first of all, we needed to mark this day because hepatitis is one of the increasing, actually, killers of today. If you look at the numbers, at least they say over 400 million people move each day with it, and they don't know about it because it's a disease you can live with for almost 20 years if you've never gone for a medical checkup and you never know about it. And quite frankly, we don't have that culture of people going for a checkup because, it's either you go for checkup whether you're sick or some sort of accident.
You wait for when you're sick to go for a checkup.
Absolutely.
You don't just,
Yes. Specifically for this day, I think the most important thing was the fact that most people came out. I mean, because first of all, there was free vaccination, which we know hepatitis is quite expensive to vaccinate. And also there was free counseling and also free awareness. I mean, people were talking about it, about the disease and how you can deal with it and how you can overcome it. Looking at, for example, hepatitis B, one thing about it is that though it is incurable, but you can still get medicine for it and then it goes down. But for hepatitis C, where you can get vaccinated and you never get to have it. But you know, all those are things we need to learn about and know that this is a very dangerous disease. It can easily be contracted, and people need to know about this disease because today it's killing a lot of people and people don't know about it because they just don't want to go for a medical checkup. So as one of the doctors at the event said, it's important you go for the medical checkup because of this disease. And is, you know, Rwandans loves this saying that, yeah, it's a disease that is now, I don't know how they normally say it in the local language, but it is a seasonal disease that is there right now. Just like malaria has come back, it is the same way this disease has come back. But for our people, that the main reason why I cover this so was also to make them out, because we're supposed also to teach a little bit of people about this. I think it's important that they get to learn about this disease.
Yes, all right. Thank you so much, Ivan, for being there for us and of course giving us all this information about it. Now, in business, one of the week's favorite had to be, of course, understanding Rwanda's economic development vision, where it was dubbed one of the best countries in which to do business. Let's take a look back.
The Rwandan economy performed well in the first 3 quarters of 2015 as real GDP grew by 6.9%. The 2015 real GDP was on average driven by the good performance of the service sector, followed by the industry sector, which grew by 7.3% and 7.0% respectively.
Implementing the accommodative monetary policy, we allow more liquidity within the banking industry, and that had helped to develop or to grow the interbank market. That is the key to growing the financial market in general. So you see volumes of value of interbank market increasing 2014, almost doubling and maintaining that level in 2015. The other key point is the sale of treasury bonds to the market, government treasury bonds. As we have said before, we agreed with the Minister of Finance to be issuing a bond every quarter, apart from mobilizing financing for the government, but this is mainly focused on developing the capital market. We used to raise this money through short-term instruments of T-bills, but now we've transformed a big chunk of that into T-bonds. So as you can see, last year, in 2015, we were able to successfully issue 4 bonds with different maturities, 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years. So next week, we'll be issuing another bond, 15 billion of 5 years. I hope most of you here have heard of the news and are ready to invest in the bond. Then in May, we are planning to issue a 15-year bond, which will be the longest maturity. So we want to build that yield curve within our markets.
With the global economic turbulence, emerging markets and much of sub-Saharan Africa had to revise their projections. 2015 was marred with currency headwinds and falling commodity prices.
We have 2 main drivers of our economy. We see agriculture projected to grow at 5.1% this year, and services remain a key factor in our economic growth. So services here, we're talking mainly about trade and financial services. Then, of course, on the industrial construction also still remains a key driver of our growth. So it's mainly these are the main drivers we see. So it remains a key sector driving our growth. And when you look at demand, I don't have the exact numbers here, but when you hear of demand for housing, for example, in Kigali city only, before you even go in the other secondary cities, it's being met to about 30% or even less. So the room to continue investing in this area is really still big.
The SEC has a 3-part mission, which is to protect investors, maintain fair, orderly, and efficient markets, and promote capital formation. Oftentimes, the 2 parts of the mission that get the most news are the investor protection issues. Those are most relevant in terms of when we do enforcement actions against basically bad guys who are trying to rip off investors. Maintaining fair, orderly, and efficient markets has to do with the way we regulate the well-functioning capital markets in terms of our stock markets and our bond markets. But the one piece of our mission that doesn't get as much press is the capital formation piece. And one of the reasons why I'm here in Rwanda is to meet with our counterparts at the CMA, because they're doing great things in terms of promoting capital formation and promoting capital markets-based financing here in Rwanda.
How does the U.S. SEC track mutual fund activity in countries that are not maybe allies of the U.S.?
We have a number of regulations for investment companies, or mutual funds as you call them, in terms of what securities they're allowed to invest in, the concentration in those securities, and we have a compliance team that does on-site inspections of them periodically. We also take tips from investors if they think that there's any problems with them as well too.
And now there were some big sports stories in the news this week. Now we have a recap of the game of Taekwondo. The game is making Taekwondo.
Yes.
Well, the game is making steady progress in terms of preparations and performance of the national team. Stephen Kalimba collected some details. Let's take a look back.
The game of Taekwondo is on a slow but steady rise in the year 2016. The national team has managed to collect some silverware in the region and on the continent, with credit to an increased training regimen. According to coach Alain Irene Bajire, this year couldn't have started any better.
Actually, during this year, we got through good times because we started with training in January here at the same place. In February and March, we got a competition in Kenya called the Chairman's Cup in Mombasa. So we took there almost 14 players, including 4 girls, and the rest were boys. We went there and we performed, and we took the first place in men's category, and we took first place also in the women's category.
The team missed out on the Rio 2016 Olympics qualifiers. However, the intensive training that involved a trip to France last year and in Morocco has still yielded benefits.
Okay. According to that, since last year we played so many games because we were preparing for qualification for Olympic Games, and we prepared enough because we went even to Paris for training in France. We took there 2 weeks for training with the national team. Then we went to compete in Morocco. So on that level, we had good training and I learned so many things during international level. So when we came back home, I used the trade technique, I got new ones to train with my team. Then because we did not do the qualification, because we did not have the things they were asking us. But after that, we prepared for Africa Taekwondo Championship this year, and we played it, and we got 5 medals out of 11 players.
And there is more to look forward to.
Actually, what I see in these 2 years ahead, our players will be playing very well more than they are doing now. And I think because we are having National World Championship next year, I hope to do better than we did last year. And in 2018, we have Africa Youth Game, and I'm preparing juniors also, because I'm preparing them to get there to Africa Junior Games. And I want them to play for Olympic qualification, which will be in Argentina 2018. So we have so many plans for them, and I hope we will not miss the Argentina Olympic game for juniors, because we missed the seniors, but I don't have to miss for juniors.
The sport faces a lot of challenges, like a training venue and financial support, but players are there to make use of the few opportunities. 18-year-old Umubiai Delphine ranked 3rd on the continent after May's event in Cairo, and she believes she deserves her sport among Africa's best.
Nabyakiriye neza, ni byiza cyane, binyereka ko ejo hazaza nzaba nshoboye no ku yindi myanya nzabasha kwigeraho. Ngiye ku bwanjye nta kintu bandushije, ariko kuba cyo wenda bandushije no kuba babashije kuntsinda, ariko ndizera neza ko kuba nta kintu bandushije utana ntibazongera kuntsinda nzabatsinda. Icyo nakongeraho bo bakora imyitozo myinshi cyane, ariko nanjye nshaka gukora hard training.
22-year-old Zura Mushambozi, who is Rwanda's female top fighter, has a mission to promote and develop the game, which she feels is like any other sport among girls. She is unfazed by challenges.
Ndabizi ubwanjye bwo natangiraga gukinira umukino wa Taekwondo, n'undi naravunitse birangora mpaka ngeze ahanga ubu ngubu icyo ndi gushishikariza ni ukugira ngo mbashe kuzamura bagenzi banjye nubwo bikitugoye ariko tuzi ko dufite aho tuzagera heza. Icyo nshishikariza bagenzi banjye ni uko bakumva yuko bagomba kuza gute kwitabira taekwondo. Ni umukino nk'indi mikino yose bumva basanzwe bumva football, basket, karate n'ibindi byose, nicyo kimwe yacu na taekwondo ari kimwe.
Regis Irumva, the national team captain, has played for 10 years and believes Rwanda has caught up with the world of Taekwondo.
Actually, in Rwanda, we are, like from 2012, we started to participate in international tournaments, Europe, American, even the Asian. But like the before team it hasn't the experience. But now we have experience because of we participated in different tournaments. Okay, actually the team also have now, they are new in this game, but they compete with the other guys who come from those tournaments. So means they got something experience. So I can see now we are better, more than before, because of the kids now, they got the new style for Taekwondo, according to what we had last year.
As a senior, he has a desire to lead the younger players to glory, and he believes they have the training and education. They just need competitions to showcase their skills. Stephen Kalimba, Rise and Shine Rwanda.
Now, my favorite in lifestyle this week had to be bringing you highlights from the well-known Dîner en Blanc. It was an event full of fun, creativity, being completely yourself and having a good time with your friends and perhaps meeting new people. Let's take a look back. Dîner en Blanc is a yearly event organized by Illumi Creative Studio. Over the past years, the event has increased in number, and every year it happens to be better and attracts more people. We managed to talk to a few people, and here is what they had to say about this event.
I'm Joan Mazumhaka. I'm the managing director of Illum Creative Studio. We created this event in 2012, and we decided to bring something to Kigali basically that we thought would highlight the city, would be another tourism attraction for the region, and something that would really give our people a chance to get creative and to look elegant and to enjoy themselves. Just a dinner out with your friends, and we thought it would be a fun addition to the annual calendar of tourism in Rwanda. Well, you know, we try to create something that's really fun and lets people be themselves as much as possible. So when we do that each year, then we showcase through our photography and through our videos what people have actually done the years before. Then everyone gets more and more excited to show themselves. So it's a chance for everyone to just feel really free, to be creative, to be innovative. It doesn't have to be expensive, it doesn't have to be fancy, it doesn't have to, you know, it just has to be what you feel represents you the most. And we see a lot of it here, and it's really wonderful because the creativity and the energy of the event comes from the guests. We just set the backgrounds, we give the platform for everybody, and then they rise to the occasion.
You guys have been to Dîner en Blanc before?
It's the first time. It's my first time as well.
Oh,
yeah.
In Rwanda?
Yeah. No, first time Dîner en Blanc.
Oh.
Not me. I won 2 times already.
You won?
Yes, I won Best Creative for the second year, and I won Best Table for the 3rd year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you hope to win this time?
Yes.
I don't hope. I know.
You know you
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah. Because we are not only nice in how dress, we also have a message to give to people. So we hope that people will be touched by what we are trying to say.
It's my second time coming, and I love it. I can't wait to come back next year. It's a class apart. It's not. It's a very good crowd. It's one way of networking with different people in different sections. When you come to Dîner en Blanc, you're going to meet so many different people in different places.
It's really exciting.
It's very good. It's a good event for Rwanda.
So Moses,
yes.
How did you find this Dîner en Blanc this time around? It's the 5th edition.
Yeah.
How different is it from other editions that have been taking place?
Yeah, the Dîner en Blanc today is really amazing. I appreciated everything. We got new people. It's actually the most exciting event we have here in Kigali. Like, everyone is very excited to attend. Like, we're counting days one by one. We couldn't wait. So really, I can say it's a success. It's now been 5 years. And I think every single year we see the improvement.
My name is Mayonde and I'm an artist. I sing, I design jewelry, I'm an interior designer as well. So yes, I like to say artist because there's no medium I don't explore. Wow. Yeah.
You really look beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Today, I feel like there are so many beautiful people here. I've never seen so many beautiful people in the same place.
And I heard you're Rwandese.
Yes, I'm half Rwandese, so I'm half Kenyan. My dad is from Kenya, my mom is from here, she's from Rwanda. So yes. Yes, it's my first time to be at Dinner on Blanc. It's so beautiful. It's magic. It's pure magic.
Yeah, I'm good. It's good to be here. Yeah, it's exciting.
Yes, how did you find it?
It's wonderful. It's the first time I'm coming into this environment. It's fascinating. It's unique. Yes. It's interesting. Yeah, I've not been to. Well, I've been hearing a few of them, but I've never been to actually one. And I think it's interesting. It's very different. It's all about having fun. It's about family. It's about friends. So it's really interesting.
Peace Kwizera, Rise and Shine Rwanda. Well, that is all we had for you for today's weekly review show. I hope you guys had a great time.
Yeah, it was great.
Before I go into saying goodbye, what do your weekends look like this weekend?
Kigali up.
Kigali.
It's coming up.
There's
Expo.
Kigali up and there's Expo, so we shall have to be everywhere.
Somewhere.
Well, I have basketball.
Oh, there's silent disco too, right?
Silent disco. Who's going for that?
Please don't miss the silent disco. It's always
all
fun.
go, I guess.
We should go for everything.
Steve, you should go.
Yeah, basketball. My invite stands.
I guess we'll just put like one leg there and another leg here and probably be in the same place at once.
Peace, you can do that better.
Well, I guess I can. Well, thank you so much for watching, Rise and Shine. Of course, this is the weekly review show, but don't forget to love to hear your thoughts, comments, and feedback on what you're talking about here on Rise and Shine Rwanda. Tweet us at Rise and Shine RW. Like us on our Facebook page and do send us your ideas for the program. Check out our Rise and Shine YouTube page and please subscribe. That's where you can catch all the shows and the reposts that we do. Find us on Instagram and remember, we love to see your pics. Last but not least, check out our website where you can see every single thing that we do here at Rise and Shine, and also go ahead and follow us on Snapchat. I am Peace Kwizera.
And I'm Ivan Magwene. We'll be at same time, same place on Monday. Do join us then. But for now, it's goodbye. We wish you a very good weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.